And honestly, May is running like crazy because how are we 11 days into the month of May, man? I'm about to have an amazing conversation very shortly with the Artiste of the Year. A man many know and love, the one and only Black Sherif, will be joining me very shortly on radio to talk about winning the TGMA Artiste of the Year amongst many other exciting awards. Of course, on the music, we have DJ Phil, who's joining me today. We'll do a bit of a soft listening as well of the Iron Boy album and touch on some of his favorites. But yes, we're about to have an amazing conversation with Black Sherif. Very sure. I'm so excited whenever I see this gentleman because he is a quintessential success story. He has defied all odds. Has the love of the streets, the love of the corporates, the love of the music connoisseurs, and the love of the entire African continent. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Black Sherif in the house. It's good to see you. First off, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You had, I'm pretty sure you had an inkling that this year would go your way. How did it feel at the final announcement moment?
You see, no matter what you think, it's always fresh, you know. So it's always like a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, I think that was made by God.
Honestly.
to make us feel some kind of euphoria, you know.
I like to hear it.
Yeah.
The first one felt like a breakout statement.
Yeah.
It was. I'm yet to compare, but you probably might be one of the youngest or the youngest to have won Artist of the Year at the time you won it, because I think you were like 21 at the time you won it, which was you were literally the youngest artist to have won that. Now the second one feels more of an affirmation of something everyone has known, that you're going places, because you're not even. You're 24, or are you
24,
even now? 24, literally at your second win, you probably might still be one of the youngest, if not still the youngest. How does it give you pressure to always up? Because I think your first two albums are stuff of legend now. Now, is there an unknown pressure to consistently up each performance?
I think it's really not pressure. I wouldn't call it pressure.
Okay.
Because like you were saying, if I was 21, I had one, and I'm 24, I had one, and I still feel like a fresh student.
Eesh.
I still feel like I have not even intensified my trainings, my drills, the things I'm reading, the things I know. You know, I feel like as time keeps going and like my poetry grows, heavier things will come. It's not really pressure, to be honest. Yeah.
Which award would you know that I have made it? Which award would you get that you know that now this is the proper yes? In this world, what is a proper validation that I have officially made it?
I don't think it's award. It's certifications, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, almost that it goes on platinums and some gold. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be the validation point when you're like double platinum, triple gold, yeah, and you have your plaques and you know that. Okay. I like. Who was the first family member, or who was the first person you called after you won?
After I won?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we won. Go back to the apartment. Go celebrate. I think my mom.
How did you celebrate?
We won a celebration, yeah, you see, right? Some small come together, drink one here, there, tell stories, you know, make people laugh. Yeah. Together, family, everybody around.
Okay.
Yeah, so woke up and then called my mom. And then called my dad, and then Brian Yakubu called me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, okay, walk me through the first performance you ever did as an artist. Can you remember?
First performance. Yo, Farouk, what be the first performance I ever did? Farouk, okay. Which one?
Can you remember?
They're just so things there. Yeah, so somewhere, was it 2019? Yeah, 2019 December. So I moved to Tema somewhere in November, September, October, November.
Of 2019?
Yeah, 2019. Okay. And I went back home in December. I went back to Congo in December because we had At that time, we had 2 songs. We had 2 official songs. We had Cry For Me and we had Mariana.
Okay.
And we were blown artists in our city.
Yeah, everyone knows you.
Yeah, so we did a small tour around Ejiso.
Oh.
Yeah, so those were one of our first checks, Seth.
How much did you get paid for it?
50 cedis.
Hold on, you got paid 50 cedis?
Yeah, first music check. 50 cedis. Yeah, and then the next day we tap Moto Top, me, Farouk, and Anwar, three boys.
Where did you go?
We go hotel. The swimming pool inside, we carry sausage.
Come on!
We did a swimming pool.
That's
inside.
right, so I'm arrived, Charlie.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you can't do anymore after becoming a superstar?
I'm still stubborn. I want to do everything.
Ish.
Yeah. So sometimes they fit enough for us. They're not gonna see me. I drive. They go find something by myself. You know, cause I think I still have the zeal to rebel against
the status quo.
You know, like like because sometimes it gets real. Like they are taking your privacy away from you. I'm like, no, not to fight back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do try. You do try and rebel against it. So you go and buy cocoa on the regular day and whatever. You can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Now, it's one thing you doing it. It's another thing the way people receive you doing it. Because you could say, oh, I'm going to go and buy, watch it down the street. And I still buy my watch it down the street. And I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I can't buy my watch it down the street. But you have gone to a point where any occasion out of the house is a whole ceremony because people will flood you.
Yeah.
How do you react when maybe you're not really in the mood, but there's an expectation from people who don't know you? They don't know what you've been through. You don't know what you've been through. You don't know if you're upset or not, but they expect you to be this person that they have in their minds. How do you balance that?
You know, I think first, if I'm in a bad mood, I know they come out.
Okay. You save everybody and yourself the stress.
I know they come out.
Okay.
It's like the only times like you know have choice to come out be sometime for airport. But airport I have my hoodie on that.
Okay.
If you take that selfie.
And then just bounce.
Yeah. Because there really are sometimes that you don't want to talk.
Yes.
You don't want to speak.
Yes.
Yeah.
But someone will come, you're eating a meal with your friends, but Charlie, swagger.
And sometimes the fact that you can also have the power, God has given me the power to make people them a days.
That's like the entire day, literally.
I just do it.
So you make up your mind. Every time I step out of the house, I'm no more me. I'm the people's man.
Yeah.
So you have to deliver.
Yeah.
I like that. It must be difficult.
It is sometimes.
In terms of your music writing, your music is very personal to you, and I think it connects with a lot of people that way. How do you balance writing for yourself as your brand grows? You need to also write for others. How do you balance that?
I think it's a fun exercise. Yeah, it's really fun because my music is very, very, very personal, and I kind of how my mind works, not just my creative mind. How my mind works is just patterns. Linear. Sometimes it's linear. I wouldn't say linear. Sometimes going forward, but like it's still in like
a linear line. Yeah.
You feel me? Picking up everything, but still in a linear line. So taking myself out of that body to be in somebody's shoes to write for them. Sometimes I think I would love it more if I get to have a conversation with the people, the people I'm writing for. Spend some 20 minutes together, play some games, have a conversation, and then I'll take it from there. Yeah. Okay. Because I love fiction as well.
Oh.
I'm not a big fiction nerd, but like the whole concept of fiction, right? I really
being able to portray something else that you're not. Okay.
I really love it.
Would you consider acting? Do you think you can act?
I think I can act with some coaching.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Would you consider acting?
I would. Maybe not in the next 2 years.
Okay.
Next year or 2.
Okay. Okay.
3,
all right. We'll see Black with the actor.
You feel me?
I like that. Is there any part of the creative industry? Well, I know people talk about fashion, and maybe you considering doing your own blend of fashion because I think you're now like the Gen Z president in terms of how people want to look. But is beyond fashion, is there any other part of the industry that you want to do? Music directing, movie directing?
Of this industry that I want to do. I love the clothes.
Okay.
I love the music.
Okay.
And I love the videos.
Okay.
I love the... Right now, creative direction just becomes some buzzword. So I don't know how to...
I know, right?
I don't know how to... I'll say I go help Farouk shoot. We'll go learn job for them.
Okay. I like that. Are you okay, your music, just in the same way, it's also deeply personal. There's a particular sound, even though you try and switch it up quite a bit. Do you fear the risk of repeating yourself or sounding the same or being boxed in? And how do you prevent yourself from being boxed in?
By being a rebel. Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah, consistently. Like it's a daily job to be a rebel. You know, it's in the smallest things, not even the ones you announce. You know how you get behind the beat. You know how you attack the beat. It's like when I go into studios with producers that I don't know, and they say, "How am I feeling?" I can't say. Like, what type of vibe do you want to get on? Because I don't want to say anything. I want you to. Like, what do you have for me? And mostly it's like when I don't know the producer and they have not worked with me before, I want them to just play.
Okay. You don't try and dictate.
Yeah.
Give me your sound and let me see.
Play.
Okay.
You have the beats. You have the keys. You have the finger. The gaze though they go. Yeah.
What's the worst advice?
Worst.
Yes. Anyone is giving you tough music.
And you not more an idiot. And you kakra.
What, baby? I'm actually quite curious to find out who said this.
And you know when you kakra. You. Yeah, some 1-2 bedroom. Yeah.
No, what baby?
Very easy.
Actually.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, yo. So this is how little you believe in this.
Oh, Charlie.
Because people have mansions by beaches for music.
Literally.
You know?
People are billionaires from music.
Yeah, billionaires for musical. Yeah.
Was it another artist?
Nah.
Okay.
No. I feel I'll only describe. You know, there are some people who've never been to the studio or been on a set shooting before, but they feel like they know everything about music industry. Yeah, those
kind of people. In the beginning, was the industry kind to you? Did people come through the beginning when you needed them?
When you say industry, what do you mean?
As in the music industry.
As an organization or the people?
Both.
The people I knew were kind to me. And I didn't care who wasn't kind to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The people I was with were kind to me.
Okay. Now let's come to the album, Iron Boy. What's your favorite song on it?
Favorite song on Iron Boy right now is...
Does it change?
Yeah, it changes.
Okay.
Yeah, so
based on what parameters?
I can't tell.
So, but there are days that you listen, you're like, nah, this is my vibe today.
This song's hard.
Okay, so what's your current vibe?
Current vibe, I would say Sacrifice. I would say Sacrifice. Because mostly when I make music, I fixate on them till I get tired. But like that particular song, I made it and then put it in a vault. I wasn't listening to it.
Really?
Yeah, till it was time to do a final selection for the album. And then we picked it. And even that, I wasn't listening.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was... Yeah.
Wow.
Even that, I wasn't listening. Because mostly... I didn't. If I make song, then my own release, like that's what I listen all day. But like that particular song, I wasn't. I just knew it's hard. This song is excellent, but I was not listening. Yeah, till somewhere closer to the album, and then more when I started performing on the tour. Yeah.
Which one was the hardest to do? Hardest song to
make?
Yes.
Changes. Yeah, it took 3 days to take the vocals.
Really? Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was the register. And I was hearing how it was supposed to sound, and I didn't want to just do anything. You know, I could just make something workable to work with, but I needed every note hit right. Yes, we took 3 days to take that vocal.
I like that.
I never go forget. Like no song, we never ever take 3 days.
What's the average time to create a song?
I'd say 12 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's an insane timeline.
Yeah, like mostly earlier we go in the studio, we finish 3 hours, 2 hours.
What?
Yeah, but like right now we feed then take break, then come back.
Wait, so in 3 hours you can create a song that the entire world loves?
Of course. I wrote Sacrifice. I think I wrote Sacrifice in under an hour.
DJ Phil, I beg, please line up Changes and Sacrifice for me. I actually want to listen again to it.
Yeah, I think I wrote Sacrifice in like an hour.
Damn.
I was in Lagos. Z came to the apartment, and the apartment they didn't want us to make noise, you know, so we're just playing the beats low. So I was whispering and writing on my phone. Pack. Just finished. I came back to Ghana and took the vocals again, and then
that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into this. When we come back, we'll talk about the African expansion and the world domination. Such a vibe, man. Honestly, your albums are cover to cover stories. Like you don't skip it. You can literally play from one song till the end, and each one has a different vibe. Each one has a different feeling, and each one makes me feel a little emotional. I'll tell you the most emotional one is one. Like that song, it feels like a prayer. I'm not even capping. Like one feels like a prayer to me, and whenever I am feeling quite low,
the initial name for that song was John 10:30.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
So I and my father are one.
Honestly, and it's been a pretty difficult kind of a few months for me, and it's the one song that always picks me up because. And in context, my father has passed, and funerals is very cumbersome, but that feels like a prayer that regardless of it, first my father is there, both in heaven and as a guardian angel, my actual biological father, and it feels like regardless of everything that is going on in my life, I'm still grounded in something. So I think it feels different ways to each person. But I'd like to know some of the stories, some of the interesting stories behind the creation of some of the songs, starting with Sacrifice.
Starting with Sacrifice?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it was this feeling. Let me try to describe. You know when do you ever feel like you are not?
You know what?
I don't want to use enough, but like.
Yes. So, or imposter syndrome?
Not even imposter syndrome. It's like being. You know when. When being human. Enough for yourself and people do not become enough. You know, it's like when let me try and take something from the song to help me. It's like, if I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another person in this world that sometimes have to put myself first. Do you understand?
You didn't ask me for certain sacrifices if you really loved me.
Can you come again?
You wouldn't ask me for certain things if you really loved me.
For some things, if you really, you understand me. Because if it's like when you've for so many times shown your loyalty to someone, and then it still does not feel enough. That sometimes even you yourself start believing like you are not being loyal enough. But then you sit and evaluate and like, I really, you try your best. You have all the evidences that you try your best.
Okay.
You understand me? And then you start to make peace with it. So you start referring them to their creator. You understand me?
It's a problem that you call Jesus. I love it. Okay, now One. How did the story of One come about?
Right. The story of One came about a very, I wouldn't say traumatic, but like close traumatic experience that my dad had.
What happened?
You understand?
If I may ask.
Yeah. So the garage that he works at in Athens, fire. Yeah.
Caught it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and when after the tour, I went to Greece. I went to Athens. He took me there. It was the whole place be like this whole compound, from here to that. Wow. And he had friends from Cameroon, Nigeria, Gabon who do the same business with him in that same square, because they work in that same square. They ship spare tires, engines, and all of that. Everybody in container.
But
Yeah, and like my papi own where the fire reached, like it literally took everything for in square, because it be squares, you know. For in square, it take everything from like the morph of in square to the end of in square. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it was a madness.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I went to see it with my eyes, because like he sent me videos and photos, right? But you know they capture all the, but like when you go there, there's still the smell of
the smoke.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy.
Wow.
They make black the whole ground.
Charlie.
Yeah, that's madness.
That's very interesting,
Yeah.
and it shows that the Lord is with you all throughout. That's amazing. Now, coming to TGMAs, and I would love to ask the other questions, but I think I need to pick a day and we actually need to do a proper listening, maybe for the next album. Because if you give me the chance, I'll probably just stay on the concepts and the inspirations behind each song. Which one were you apprehensive about telling the story of? Is that one that you were like, Charlie, maybe this might be too personal to put out?
Too personal to, yes, one.
Which one? Oh, one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there are some of the lyrics that I had to cancel out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, even for real. Yeah,
Wow.
one was so personal, and reason why I had more trouble putting it out is like it even felt like I wasn't telling the full story, and I was like, I can't tell the full story.
You can only tell a fraction of it.
You know,
yeah.
So I think it's one. It's really hard for me. I cried performing that song in London.
Wow.
Yeah, people think say because the song, that's what it does to me. That's what that song does to me. Like normally, in my normal days, my mind has to be somewhere to be able to listen to that song. Yeah, it's too heavy for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so moving on to lighter, more happier things. Best Album came with a very exciting package of 100,000 CDs and an album listing. And you actually did something pretty cool. You gave out the cash prize to Ara and the listening to, what's his name? Why am I struggling to? Ghana, yes. Explain the rationale between the separation.
I know these people, it's like, and it's when I say I know them, that's when the spiritual side came. Even when I didn't know them personally, first time I heard their music, my soul knows them. Do you understand me? There are some people who you listen to their music like, yo, we kind of are from the same tribe spiritually, like musically, spiritually, all of that. Yeah, so it's, and I have got to know them personally.
I like that.
We have personal relationships, It's, it felt right, and it felt progressive. Do you understand me? I feel like we need stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can agree.
We really need stuff like that. You understand me? Yeah.
I can agree. All right, so that's a big plan. In terms of body of works, can we expect one from you anytime soon?
Of course.
Is it an album every other year? Is that the mantra we're working with?
An album every time we are ready.
Okay. So you explained on Saturday that the process for IM was started in 2022.
22, yeah.
When did you plan to start the next project?
Plan to start the next project? Last year, on tour. Yeah, we started the architect for the next project last year on tour. Yeah.
Do we know when we're going to release it?
We don't know when, but we know it is coming.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know when it is coming though.
Is there a working title? Is there a working title at least?
Nah, there's no working title. There's no working title.
Is there a direction? Okay, now you've sort of changed the direction in which a lot of people enjoy their music over the last few years, and even the style, and you've created like this whole movement that people are very, very allegiant to, I'd say.
Right.
In the third project, is there a particular side of Black Hole you want to explore or are exploring?
I think of course, like I said, I'm a student, right? Still discovering my abilities every other day. You understand me? Improving my skills. And I'm someone who really believes in results from training. Do you understand me? Because I believe music or performing is athletes. Performers are literally athletes.
Yeah, I can agree.
Do you understand me? So if you train, you will see results on the stage.
Yeah.
You will see the results in the vocal. You will see results in the movements. Some of your rigidity will go, all of that. And I love music.
You can feel it.
I love music. So I feel wine the steer very differently, but like you still feel me for inside. You understand me? I can't really tell, but like it will be different. It will be different, but my roots are still in there. That is still my DNA, so it's still Black Sherif.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. In terms of your performance on Saturday, well done, first and foremost. I think each time you come on stage, you unlock a different side of you. You spoke about putting effort into it shortly. Do you work towards your stagecraft?
Yeah.
So you do rehearsals, you put in the work.
Of course.
It shows.
Of course.
Shows. Was pop star Michael Jackson inspired?
The visuals, And the clothes, yeah, for real, because I feel like he's a school.
True.
Yeah, he's a school.
True.
To be honest, sometimes I feel like I know all of in pictures. For like this Ghana here, nobody know in pictures passing.
No way.
But every day I still find new ones.
That's true.
Yeah, that guy's is cool. And the songs, the documentaries behind some of the songs, it just feels right too. And there's nothing new under the sun. And I've read somewhere we are only as good as the people who came before we.
That's true. That's very true.
So it just feels right to kind of dive myself into that and then come out of that as myself, that's it.
I like that. I like that. Now, your sound evolves quite a bit.
It does, like rapidly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You move from pop star to or pop style to high life inspired to drill. Like it's very eclectic. Do you want? How would you describe your sound? Is there a way to describe your sound? Or is evolving too much to describe it?
It's too much. I feel like if it's one thing that keeps like resonating, is the soul. Yeah.
You create soul music.
Yeah.
That resonates with each other.
Because it keeps going. It keeps going. And like I said, it's not just me who love the music. My producers are music nerds as well. You
Clearly.
Love tenders. We love screeching sounds, all of that. We want to make music out of everything. Do you understand me? So genre is not in our vocabulary. Yeah, we don't even talk about genres, to be honest. There's never a time we go studio, we want to make this type of music. We just start something and then it comes out.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now, you've joined a great list of highly prized Ghanaian artists. Many years from now, let's say 100 years from now, an archaeologist is looking back in time on Ghanaian music. What do you want your chapter to be known as? What do you want your chapter of music or your chapter of influence to be known as when 100 or 200 years from now, someone is archiving Ghanaian music?
The guy who took the clouds of the creativity. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you deal with your low moments?
How do I deal with my low moments? I crack jokes.
You seem like you're a very funny guy in real life.
I crack jokes. I bust moves. And sometimes I shout.
Okay.
Yeah, I love shouting. At home, though. No, outside. Yeah, I do everything.
Okay.
You understand me? And these days, there's something I figured out not long ago that like laughing a lot or like cracking jokes, doing funny stuff before the stage really helps.
What's a ritual you like to do before you get on stage? Okay.
Yeah.
And then loosen up.
Yeah, loosen up.
And then
Just
get ready.
on stage for real. Because one thing I learned very earlier, it's not go be ching for the stage. When you have fun, people have fun.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. All right. Okay, I'm going to get into a quick round question.
Yeah.
Just first thing that comes into your mind.
Okay.
Fufu or banku?
Fufu.
Wache or jollof?
Wache.
Huh?
Wache because it means something to me. I'll go explain later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
In the shower, are you a singer or are you a silent shower?
Sometimes if you leave the shower on there, I just stand like this. for like 2 minutes, I just stand for it.
So there's no singing in the shower.
Rarely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and like most of the music that I get from the showers too, it'd be like continuations. I mostly get like third verses and second verses in the shower.
Oh.
Yeah, not first verses, like second verses.
I like that. All right.
Sometimes I make music, I make the first verse, second verse, and I go take a shower. And as I shower, I sing the chorus, and then the second verse will come, and I go down to go take it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Favorite country to tour?
Favorite country to tour? To tour. If we make them easy, it should be Ghana.
Is it logistically hard to tour?
It's logistically hard to do that. And give the people the show they need. It's logistically hard. Yeah.
Favorite country you like to visit?
Like to visit. See, my first outside of Africa flight was London.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it was London. So I think
it has a special place in your heart. Yeah. I can agree. I can agree.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you need when you go on the road? One meal you need when you go on the road?
Meal?
Yes. Or one snack that you must always have around you when you go on tour.
I love chocolates. I love chocolates, biscuits. Yeah, and I love steaks as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Your go-to dance move?
My go-to dance move? It's a spin.
I like that. All right.
I feel like it's the easiest thing that feels very serious.
Okay. What's the one thing you're afraid of that the fans will not believe you're afraid of? Me is wall geckos.
Oh, like
Yeah.
If you're
that you answer, I said, oh my god.
No, that no be. Now me I feel catch him. See, hey, I feel catch him. See, I know 1,000.
So, is there anything you are afraid of?
Not animals.
Really?
No, not animals.
Is it heights?
I'm afraid of heights. Nah, I'm not afraid of heights.
You seem like there's nothing that can touch you. There's nothing because if you can catch one gecko, then I'm like, okay. Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking, what am I afraid of? Yeah, may God forbid I lose my voice.
Yeah, God forbid. Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to say if I'm not afraid.
Because you always pivot.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you always lose around you? Is it your keys, your charger?
Charger. Most definitely charger. I never lose keys like that.
Really?
Yeah, because the boys, they know they make her keep keys.
Someone over has the keys. All right. Okay. And lastly, what do you want your legacy to be?
A school. Not just the structure,
but to have taught others.
Yeah. I want the Black Sherif name to be a school, like to be able to dive into, find endless inspirations. Yeah.
How do you unwind after a long, stressful day?
Crack jokes.
And just chill.
Yeah, just chill, talk, and we have stories for days. Yeah, we love to talk. We love to watch movies and discuss, and debate, argue. Yeah.
I like that.
Just super, super human stuff. Yeah.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-time TGMA Artiste of the Year, Black Sherif. Always a pleasure having you in the studios. So honestly, I really look forward to our conversations. Hopefully we'll do that again sometime soon. You're very philosophical, and I love that about you. I mean, you think deeply about each thing that you do, and it gives me hope to know that music is in good hands with you at the helmet. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Are we going to be doing a big party with the fans or anything of that sort?
A party, the way I do Why did I change my number?
Oh, I love it. Blacko, always a pleasure having you. We look forward to the next project with a lot of anticipation and everything else inclusive. Final words from you before I let you go.
Thank you so much for listening and supporting Black Sherif. The project is coming, and There's so much to see. There's so much to give you. Yeah, so just drink more water. Stay alive. Yeah, stay alive, man. Stay alive.
We love it. We love it. We love it. And getting back into more great music from the pop star himself, Black Sherif.
Yeah.